Hi there. I was reading Romans chapter 14, and I guess there was a controversy going on about what should be eaten and what should not be eaten. And the Apostle Paul, he just summarized the whole thing in a little sentence. And in verse 23, but we're going to read the last sentence in verse 23. It says, "For whatsoever is not of faith is sin." He was saying that, listen, whatever God provides for you, whatever situation you're in, believe that it is God is with you and that He is your provider. And so don't allow these little controversies to to become a mountain, right? Um in Revelation chapter 21 and verse 8 talks about some of the people who are in who will not make it to heaven, right? And it says, but the fearful and the unbelieving. And it also went on to talk about the murderers and the whoremongers and the sorcerers. But we're going to focus on the fearful and the unbelieving. Um, shall have their part in the lake with which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. So we see that faith plays a critical role in our salvation. It is because of faith we believe in a Savior called Jesus Christ. It is through faith that we believe that after death we have hope. If we don't believe, with the absence of faith in our life, there's really no pathway of salvation. And sometimes some of us, well, hopefully none of us, right? But some people, unfortunately, is going to lose their soul because of unbelief. And so God, Christ has given us some clear instructions. He says, take no thought for tomorrow, what what you should eat and drink, because I'm going to take care of you. He made some awesome promises. He says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you. You know, and sometimes we say, well, we're living in a modern day world, things don't work the same way anymore. But Christ never changes. Our role is to believe. And so sometimes we say, well, sin is a transgression of the law, and that is true. But there's a broader perspective also of what sin is, or the state of sin also. And anything of that is of unbelief, which is not of faith, is also sin. When God has given us his promises, when he has given us his assurance, and we choose not to believe it for whatever reason, we have placed ourselves in a state of sin. And sin creates a separation between us and God, because I mean, sin really is a separation between us and God. It separates us from God, and not the sinner but the sin. Because when we cherish sin, when we hold on to sin, it ties God's hand from working and manifesting himself in our lives the way that he would have wanted to, or would like. So that is what I mean by it separates us from God. It just prevents God from working in our life the way that he would like. And so whatever unbelief is going on in your life today, whatever unbelief is going on in my life today, I want us to bring it to Christ and say, Christ, you're the author and you're the finisher of my faith. So I want you to help me with my unbelief. And so there's no prayer that we can ever pray that will glorify God that Christ will not answer. He's in the business of making our faith bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger every day. So let's go to him in prayer and say, Christ, I want to believe. I want to believe in who you say I am in you. I want to believe in the path that you're taking me, this unknown path that we're going. I want to believe that I will be okay because you are with me. I want to believe. Help my unbelief. So until next time, take care.